So this week has been a crazy earnings week in terms of all the big companies, and mass majority of them posted out good numbers except for some, and you'll be surprised which company was a big surprise in terms of the loss with the earnings. So please stay tuned to this video. Hello YouTubers, welcome to my channel, Bullish Journey. In today's video, this video is going to be a really short one because this is this video is a continuation of the video that I posted up on this past Wednesday. And in this video, I'm just going to target the whole earnings for this whole week in terms of the big companies that I have it on the board. And I'm not covering everything. I just wrote down some big companies. So please stay tuned. And I have a screenshot that I took. So I'm gonna dive right into the screenshot because as you can see, the board itself is kind of small for you guys to see it, and also there's like a little glare on the top. So let's dive into the screenshot that I took. And before I dig into my charts, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button, the bell, and the notification if you're new to my channel, so that you get all the constant coverage and all my upcoming future contents. So let's get started. So this is the board with the charts of all the big companies that released their earnings this week. And as today's Friday, market close, I have all the not all, but like mass majority of the big companies on my board. So I left off on the Wednesdays with the Microsoft. Their EPS, they were expecting $1.26, but their actual EPS is $1.40. Facebook, their estimate was $1.74, but once the earnings were reported, they only reported $1.71, which they failed. Tesla, analysts expected a negative 36 cents, but they reported $1.14. Good job on them. MasterCard, analysts expected $1.73, but they reported $1.83. That's another good job. Boeing, wow, these guys, analysts expected a negative $1.61, but they reported negative $1.70. So yeah, they're in trouble. Let's recap for Thursdays. And in the pre-hours on the morning side, we have McDonald's. Analysts expected $1.57, but once they reported, they fell short by 10 cents, and they only reported $1.47. Altria Group, ticker symbol MO. Analysts expected 98 cents, but they recorded $1.09, which is good. Dunkin' Donuts, Dunkin' Brands actually. Analysts expected 62 cents, but they reported 67. And after hours on Thursday, which was yesterday, now we got the big companies saving the best for the last. Apple, analysts expected $2.26, but surprisingly they reported $2.55. There were a lot of news about how the China economy, the whole COVID-19 situation, that's gonna bring down Apple iPhone sales dramatically, but they were able to somehow, some way, pull off with a good positive earnings. This one's a surprise one. Amazon. Analysts expected EPS of $6.25, but Amazon reported $5.01. This was a big, huge surprise because everyone thought that Amazon's gonna thrive. They're like a tank, they're like recession proof. But yeah, when big companies like Amazon indeed took a hit during this COVID-19 situation. So just can't expect
great things from big companies like, Amazon at times. There's no perfect company, so it clearly shows. And Visa, Anna's expected $1.35, but they reported $1.39. Good on them. And now today's earnings, which is Friday, first day of May, Exxon. Um, Analysts expected nothing, meaning they didn't expect them anything to, you know, earn. But looks like it was a surprise. Exxon reported 53 cents, which is good. Chevron, another oil company, analysts expected 69 cents, but surprisingly, they reported $1.58. So, due to this whole oil crisis and all that, we thought that oil stocks did plunge big time, but looks like as of the moment, big companies like Exxon and Chevron, which they released today, they released out positive EPS beating, analyst estimates, so that's pretty good. AbbVie, analysts expected $2.25 on their EPS, but they proved them wrong and they reported $2.42. Good on them. Honeywell, their EPS, analysts expected $1.95, but they reported $2.21. And last but not least, this is just, obvious. Clorox, analysts expected $1.67, but as everyone knows, it was a gain, and they closed off by reporting $1.89. So good on them.
And in my honest opinion, I thought that companies like Amazon, Google, McDonald's, Facebook, and Starbucks would have weathered out the storm and post up, positive earning EPS. But looks like the odds were not in their favor, and it went backwards. And they kind of reported a loss. I mean, they did post. I mean, they did have great numbers and all that, but in terms of analyst expectations, in terms of earnings per share, they were on a subpar side. And as you can see in this board, the numbers on the left indicates the analyst expectation, and the numbers on the right uh, represents the actual earnings per shares that they recorded. So what I did was in this board, the reds are the ones that did not exceeded analyst expectations. So try not to get things twisted in this board. And in terms of a surprise, you got Tesla, reported $1.14 for their EPS, but today, their CEO Elon Musk did something crazy, and he shared out a tweet saying that the Tesla, his company stock, is priced too high. I mean, why would you want to say something like that? I mean, it's your company. Why would you want to say something like that? It's like you're literally spitting at yourself. But yeah, due to his tweet, the stock tanked. The Tesla stock tanked today. So shame on you, Elon. And with Amazon stock, I have an article from Yahoo Finance, and the title reads: Amazon earnings, higher Q1 sales on Corona-driven spending sees $4 billion in Q2 cost. And it reads here: Amazon recorded first quarter sales that topped consensus expectation and grew over last year as consumers increasingly turned out to the e-commerce company for deliveries of essentials amid widespread stay-in-place orders. However, earnings came up light as Amazon incurred costs to adapt to changing consumer demands and workforce needs as the coronavirus pandemic escalated. In addition, the company plans to spend at least $4 billion, virtually all of its forecasted operating profits, on corona-related expenses, which sent its stock down around 5% in the after hours of trading. So if you're Amazon investor, this is one of the articles that I highly recommend you guys to dig in and read up to it, because it has the earnings, I guess the breakdowns and all the numbers. So if you're a huge Amazon bull, And if you're an Amazon investor, I recommend you to look at this article. And in terms of McDonald's stock, it was a pretty big surprise to me because I thought they will do well, and I thought McDonald's was another stock that would do okay and weather out the storm during the whole COVID-19 pandemic crisis. But looks like their sales went down, and I have an article over here from the Motley Fool that was released out actually yesterday, and the title reads, McDonald's stock slip after reporting Q1 sales profit declines. So over here it says shares of McDonald's fell slightly in Thursday, trading on the back of Q1 of fiscal 2020. For the quarter, the company recorded just over $4.71 billion, 6% below Q1 of 2019. That was back in comparable restaurant sales that declined by 3.4%. Net income came in nearly $1.1 billion, or 1.47 per share, down 13% from the same period a year ago. On average, the numerous prognosticators following the stock estimated $4.65 billion revenue, but a per share bottom line is $1.57. As with many other companies, McDonald's would have likely posted more impressive numbers had the SARS-CoV-2 coronavirus outbreak not swept across the world. In January and February, performance was robust, with comparable restaurant sales advancing at a brisk 7.2% pace. Although the company has retrenched better than rival restaurant chain operators, thanks to its many drive-thru equipped restaurants and an effective mobile device ordering system, it still suffered from closing its dining area. Earlier this month, McDonald's pulled its guidance. Oh well, everyone knew that. For the current fiscal year, it has not yet reinstated the former outlook or presented a modified version. Still, the company sounded an optimistic note about its proximate future. McDonald's has seen a lot over our 65 years, and I'm confident that the actions we're taking will enable us to emerge from this crisis in a position of competitive strength, quoted the CEO. McDonald's closes 0.1% lower on Thursday, a drop that was not steep as that for many fellow consumer goods stock or major equity indexes. So it does show that, the companies that you think that they're going to do well actually, in the opposite, did bad, and the companies that you think they're going to be doing horrendous actually came out okay. So it was a pretty big surprise week in terms of all the big companies that reported their earnings this whole week. So yeah, you may never know. It's you'll be caught off guard, and keeps all the investors surprised. So this is a very interesting week. So guys, I would like to hear your opinion. If you guys think this week was crazy or not, or you thought that you expected this, whatever, just leave a comment down below, and let's discuss about it, because this week was totally it was an eye-opener, and there were a lot of surprise earnings that I didn't that I even expected. So drop some comment down below and let's discuss about it. And before I wrap up this video, if you like this video, please hit that like button, and if you're new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button, the bell, and the notification for all my future upcoming contents. And I'm out of here. Thank you very much. Have a great weekend. Peace.